Here we are at question 6 on the CSEC Mathematics May 2023 past paper. In this question, take pi equals 22/7 and the volume of a cone with radius r and height h as v equals 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, so you get the formula there. The diagram below shows a sector OMRN, OMRN of a circle with center O, radius 12 cm and sector angle 168 degrees, which was formed using a thin sheet of metal. Okay. Calculate the perimeter of the sector above, made from the thin sheet of metal. Alright, so let's just copy it. And paste it over here. Alright, so here we are. The perimeter. And by the way, how many marks I give? 3 marks for this. Okay, so peri is Greek for around, and meter means measure. Is it Greek? Let me see something here. Peri, P-E-R-I, peri is it Greek? Right, it is Greek. Alright, so to measure around, so the perimeter, you measure right around. Now, let's look at it. This is 12 centimeters, so this must be 12 centimeters as well. So the perimeter, call it P, is 12 plus 12 plus, well, the curve MN. The arc, I should say, MN. Now, in calculating that arc, remember this arc is part of the circumference. Alright, but what proportion is it? Well, the full circumference would be 2 pi r. You have to remember, let me just use uppercase R for this. You have to remember that formula is 2 pi r. But part of the circumference now, so MN, is not the whole circumference, it's part of it. It's 2 pi r times something, times a fraction. That fraction is the angle, the sector angle, divided by the total of 360. So it's 168 degrees over 360 degrees. Alright? So it's 2 times, let's say use 22/7 times the radius of 12 times 168 over 360. And you just use a calculator to work it out. So our calculator here, oh no, our calculator here, right, let's clear it, showing things that we had from before. Alright, so here now, oh, where's my screen? Oh boy. So we have 2 times 22 over 7 gives you that. Time I have to be trying to get rid of these mosquitoes. Alright, 2 times 22 over 7 times 12 is that, times 168 degrees is that, divided by 360 degrees is 35.2. Alright, so we have 35.2 cm. So that is the perimeter. No, that is the MN. I mean, the arc length, MN. So the perimeter then would be, is it 12? 12 plus 12 plus 35.2 equal. Alright, so that's 35.2 plus 24 is going to be something 0.2, 5 and 4, 9, 3 and 2, 5. So it's 59.2 centimeters. So the perimeter is 59.2 centimeters, alright? Okay, what else is here? A cone is made from the sector in A by joining OM to ON, as shown below. Okay. Calculate the radius of the cone. Alright, so let's copy this and paste it here. Perimeter is 59.2. Let me just make a note of that. So we're going to erase some of the work here because we need this space. Let's get rid of this as well. So we have here. Let's get rid of this. Alright. Now, what do you say to do again? Calculate the radius R of the cone. Alright. Paste this thing here. The radius of the cone. Now, the thing is, you see ON will be the slant height, 12 cm. Let me just write it in. This is 12 cm. Okay. So that's 12 centimeters there. Now, you see from M to N, the join here. So, this circumference of the cone, the base of the cone, is the same as the value we looked at earlier. Oh, it was what? We'd have to minus, or look back on the calculator to see what it had said because we erased it. It was it again? This was, oh, alright. This would have been 59.2 minus 24, right, 35.2. So that curved section, the arc is 35.2 centimeter. So arc length L, if you consider arc length L, where you join M to N, right at this corner, going right around is 35.2 cm. Alright? Now, this is the one R. So R would be this. So if you draw it as a perfect circle, if you stand up over the cone and look straight down, you will see a circle. Right. So the circumference of the circle, the arc length, the full arc length is called the circumference. So the circumference of the circle is 35.2 centimeters, right? Now, what would be the radius? Well, we know that circumference, which is 35.2 in this case, is 2 pi r, which is 22 over 7 times r. Right? So we're going to calculate r. When we transpose, we get r equal to be what? 35.2 times 2 over 2 by 22. Right. Which is 35.2 is what? Time 2 is what? 2 2s 4, 2 5 10 0. Carry 1 2 6 and 170. Is that so? 70.4 over 44. Alright, let's use a calculator. Finish it off. So 35.2 times 2. Right, 70.4 over 22 by 2 is 44. Alright, so 70.4 over, hold on, what did I get here? Over the radius. Let me see something here. Pi, 2 pi r is what I have here. It's 22 over 7. Why did I write 22 over 2? My gosh, what kind of mistake am I making here? It's 22 over 7. So it is going to be 35.2 by 7. That was a mistake on my part. My. Because I know it wouldn't be that small. Alright, so 35.2 by 7 over 44. Alright, let's just work it out directly with the calculator. So 35.2 times 7 equals that over 22 by 2, which is 44, over 44 equal. Alright, so we get 5.6 centimeters. Right. So that's what? 2 marks, and then the height of the cone for another 2 marks. Height h of the cone. Alright, so let's drag this height down. The height of the cone. Well, guess what? This here now is 5.6. So we have a triangle. This triangle here. Alright? Let's redraw that triangle down there. We have the triangle here. So this is 5.6 and this is 12. Is it 12? Right, 12. And you have h, the height. So we want the height. So this would have to be right angle right here, right? And they show is right angle too. So by Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse squared is equal to 5.6 squared plus 8 squared. So 12 squared minus 5.6 squared equals 8 squared. need to find 12 squared minus 5.6 squared to get that part. 5.6 to the power of 2 plus 12 to the power of 2 equals 175 point 170 is not plus, it's minus. It's minus. My. Tell you know. Should be minus equal. So? Oh. Should I had put the 5.6 squared in front. Let's do it properly and let's just do it properly. 12 to the power of 2. Well, I could have just used 144, but I started there already. 12 squared minus 5.6 to the power of 2 equal 112.64. So 112.64 equals 8 squared. So h would be the square root of 112.64 equals, what is the square root of 112.64? Square root equal 10.613. Alright, we'll just say 10.6 centimeters. But they didn't tell us how many decimal places to write it. Alright, that's the height of the cone. What else is going on here? Alright. The capacity of the cone in liters. That's 2 marks. Capacity of the cone in liters. All right. Capacity of the cone in liters. What they said again? Up here, they said, remember what they say is that volume of a cone with r radius r and height h is 1/3 pi r squared h. All right. So capacity of the cone. Capacity means volume, right? Is 1/3 times pi, which is 22/7. That's which they say you should use, times 1/3 pi r squared, which is 5.6 squared, times the vertical height of 10.6 equals, let us get that with our calculator. Alright, we have the 10.6 already. So we're going to have 1/3 times that, times the 10.6 times 22/7 equal 11 by 5.6 squared times 5.6 to the power of 2 equals 348.7. 348.7 centimeter cube. That's cubic centimeters. All right. So that's what you have there. What else is going on here? So after the capacity of the cone, right? So that is it for question 6. I'll see you in the next video.